Hello everyone. We're having a bit of a snow day today, so there's no power. We do have a generator, so I can run my Christmas lights, but we're gonna work on a little project today just to pass the time. I did upload a little fun in the snow video. I know not everyone is here for vlog style videos, so check it out if you want. Otherwise, let's see what we can make with these quilt motif squares. Let's go. First things first, with the per roll we got 5 squares, and there's different ways you can lay these out. Here is one way, and it's weird, of course they give you 5, so you got to order another roll. Maybe it's snowed in right now. I don't foresee that getting here anytime soon, and I'm in the mood to craft, so this is what they look like all together. This is one way you could do it. Hold on one sec. Okay, this is another way you could arrange them. And I do kind of like that with the X. It's pretty cool. Do this, which I do also like, where the dark green's in the middle. Decisions. Did order a second roll when I ordered this colorway, and of course in the picture I thought these two, I don't know, I thought they would kind of be okay together, but hold on, let me lay them out. There they are together. They're very clashy. I don't know that there's really a world where these two can be in the same garment or be friends, but I do have an idea. So we need to see if we have any colors that can match either one of these to where we can build out a sweater. Let's see what we got. What do we think? I think these greens in a way kind of work with this. As my husband, the graphic artist, says, they have the same value, okay? And then these two, this one could kind of go either way because it kind of matches this stripe. It could go here. So now we have options. I have 5 of these squares because that was one whole skein. I've got 3 of these, which means I can make 2 more. And let's see what we can do. Okay, gang, cool update. So I remembered that I made 5 of these, so since we really just need 4, because I'm thinking we're gonna make this the back panel of the sweater, I went ahead and unwound. Well, first of all, there was extra yarn from the end of the roll that didn't make a whole square. Then I unwound one of the squares, so now we have odds and ends, and we have similars that are almost matchy-match perfect. Okay, very close enough for me. And I think what we're gonna do is try to make 4 10-inch granny squares with this assortment, and I think we can make it work. I want to do solid granny squares, and I want this color to be the middle of the granny square because I'm starting to sew these together. Hang on one sec. I'm starting to sew these together, and I'm gonna make green the center of this. So I'm thinking we'll make 4 granny squares that follow this pattern for the front 2 panels of the sweater. I don't know. And gang, also, once we finish those squares, this is our color palette, right? We're going for squares on the front. I have these, which even though they don't match, I feel like they are close enough in nature, in spirit with this, that we can use these for the sleeves, 1 sleeve of each color. I've been wanting to test this anyway, so it's perfect. We're kind of going to get a 2-for-1 topic on the video here because this is from Yarn Inspirations website. It's Bernat Future Impact, and it says that it is made from 100% or 52% recycled acrylic, 28% recycled polyester, and 20% recycled cotton. And it is a 4-weight. Color is forest green. I would be interested in learning more about this because, listen, I'm not too hip on sustainability and all that. I'd love to be. It sounds beautiful and I'm all for it. But, you know, sometimes some of these things will say like, oh, blah, 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 recycled this, that. We don't know. Maybe we can look into it. But we will be using this for the sleeves, and I think this is going to be so cool. So stay tuned. All right. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and make center of 4 squares with the blue yarn because we don't want to go ahead and build out full squares until we're sure that our materials are going to make 4 similar Now I'd like to think that we have enough to go around twice on each one. Maybe. Let's see. Will I have enough for 4 with that amount used? Well, there's one way to find out, I guess. Okay, different strategy maybe, I'm thinking. What if 2 of the squares has this solid center? Because I don't know that I'm going to be able to make 3. I think these are all 3, even though this one's not wound as tight. It's the same as this, and that's the same as this. So what if we do... Because I fear just doing 4 little centers, maybe it'll have the same effect, but I kind of wanted... Let's do this. Let's do 2 with a double round center of blue and 2 with a double round center of the green. I wonder if we're even gonna get 2 squares out of this. It's gonna be close. I don't know, guys. That's not enough for a second one, I don't think. Alright, can we make one of these out of this much yarn? The test, the ultimate test. Alright, round 1 completed. Let's see if we can get around one more time. My tension tightly. 1, 2. Oh-wee. It's gonna be close. Might be screwed, guys. Getting close. I need 2 in this corner. The stakes have never been higher. Can I make 4 with that? That is insane. Well, there we go. Alright, so now I need to go around each one. I think obviously the next choice, if we're going to be following our example here, it starts with the blue and then we go to gray. So we're going to do a couple rounds around each one with the gray color. This is how much gray I have left. So if we're going to go with an idea like this, we could do, and I don't know if we'll have enough, is see if we have enough gray to go around each one of these one more time, because if we're going to incorporate another gray row, this is only going to get bigger, which means the gray will go around less and less times. So I'm thinking we'll do one more round in gray, and then it looks like the next color in the progression is going to be this light blue. So we'll do that, and we'll see where that gets us size-wise, and you know how it's looking. Okay, chat. So we've put our extra border around 3 of the squares. We have 1 left. Look at the amount of yarn that I have. I don't know if that's going to go all the way around one time. Let's find out. There's only one way to find out. And man, won't it be perfect if it does? Because otherwise we're gonna have to figure something out here. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna leave the shortest end possible here. Alright guys, this is the end of the rope. We still have this much to go, but I think I can salvage this because some of these still have strings that were supposed to be for like sewing them together. We can steal one. Let's see what's the biggest one I got. Wow, this one's pretty long. So I can harvest all of this off the corner of this square. Here's another good piece, a good long tail that we can use. 2 there, and then we just need 1 here. And that would have been just perfect because that's all we got left. All right, let me make sure all these little ends we had to tie on are nice and tight. Alright, kicking and screaming, we got this one done. Didn't want to be enough, but look, we made it enough. Okay, we are doing good. So we now have our 4 matching squares, semi-matching. And the next round that we need to do to match our example here, we did the dark color, the gray, now we need to do the blue, and we're going to do that on all 4 squares because we have plenty of that, so we're not worried about running out. We're playing yarn chicken. We're going to use this, which is not from this yarn skein, but it matches very well. It's not perfect, but it's not bad, and it won't be noticeable. So let's get it done. Okay, we are finished with our first round. But I wanted to take a quick check and see what we're measurement wise, because we don't want to go over 10 inches. Not close, I don't think. 6 inches, so we got about 4 more to go. Okay friends, good morning. I'm laying everything out. We have this, it's almost sewed together. I got to the green, and then I just got to do this part and this part, and that'll be sewn together. I did the first 3 rounds on these squares, so I wanted to see how they look. I think we're gonna need to introduce some gray, even if it's only a very slight match. We need a tie that binds. Right now, everything here is made with, besides this blue, everything else is from the original roll of yarn. But we're gonna need what I would call a tie that binds, just to pull it all together. So let's see what options we have. All right, these are all the grays that I have. This one, a little too shiny. This one, overall not bad for the color palette, but doesn't match. Weirdly, this gray matches perfectly, but it only occurs in certain parts of the striping of this yarn. I don't mind taking it apart to get just a little bit of it out. That's our closest match. This one, on camera they look matchy, but this is more blue than this. And then this, of course, I thought maybe, but no. So yeah, those are my options. I can either take this apart, get this out to do a couple rounds here, or I can fake it with this gray. I think it'll be too noticeable. I think we're gonna do that plan. Overall, I think that's the best plan. Okay, now that I've rolled this, I rolled off the purple and the black section from that yarn, and then I started rolling up the gray. And I guess it's close enough. It's not as close as I thought initially. But what I'm thinking is we're gonna go 2 rounds around each square with this, and then we're gonna move into green anyway, because if we're following the true progression here, it's dark gray and then blue, that would be gray again and then green. So I don't think we're gonna need more than 4 rounds on this anyway. Let's just do 2 rounds on each of the squares with this color, see where we're at. Hey everyone, sorry if you can still hear the generator, we're still without power, but I think that hack saved our project. I've done 2 rounds on these and I don't think you can really, I mean you can tell the difference in the grays, but it doesn't bother. It looks totally fine. So we're gonna finish this. I did have to unwind a little bit more of that one mixed skein that was like, it was like a black purple gray because we're just taking the gray out of it. So, I mean, that was handy that we happened to have a yarn with a gray stripe that matched. This is what I do, guys. I'm a crazy kind of girl, you know? Okay, friends, check-in time. We have our back piece totally sewn together. We have our 4 front pieces. They are obviously not quite big enough yet. They do go together right now as they are. What I wish I had a little bit more of this color to maybe do around, yes. Let's measure them. Okay, so they're measuring right at 9.5 inches. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We could do another round in green. Let me grab my green. So we'd be introducing a green round. That's one option. Maybe we just do 1 round. Or these are our colors for the sleeves. We're gonna do 1 in this color and 1 in this color. So I almost wonder if we should do a border on this, maybe in the green color. I don't know, decisions. What should we do? All right, I'm thinking let's do a round on all the squares, just 1 round in this color, see what we're looking at and see if we like it. Hi everyone, I wanted to go ahead and steam block these 2 squares before I made the others, just to make sure they're not getting way too big now that we're getting towards the end of making these. So I have 2 right here. This is what they look like right now. As you can see, they're not very floppy, they're kind of tight. So let's fire up our steamer. I love steam blocking stuff, as you guys know. Alright, and after steaming it, it looks like it's the perfect size. It might be a little too big, but I think we're going to do a green border around this back square anyway. I think that will be kind of what ties it all together. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to steam the other one just because I kind of needed a break for my hands from crocheting. And then we're going to put the 2 other green borders on, steam those 2, and we should be able to connect. Okay, gang, I put the green border on the back. That really does actually kind of tie it together. And hold on. And I've got the 4 squares for the front done with their border. Basically, this square mimics this on the back perfectly. This one's just a different version of it. And what I'm going to do is attach 2 of the squares together. So the square is going to be attached here, gap here, and here. And then on this side, same thing. And then we're going to do some ribbing around the bottom and 2 sleeves. Good morning, everyone. So what you saw in the last clip was me late at night realizing that I hate it. What I hate about it is the fact that where it seams goes behind my neck, and then these are kind of forced to come around it. So I'm gonna take the stitches out to about here and leave enough for a head hole and then put the sleeves. It's okay. It's part of the process. This is a design challenge and it's fun to just see what you can come up with. So I'm gonna start pulling these seams out. Okay, so I got the top and the sides sewn on. So let's try it on. See, now I don't have it sewed all the way to the neck. There's a little flap on both sides of the neck. So let's see. So here is this, and here's the colors that we're gonna use for the sleeves. What I'd really like to do is have enough to make the sleeve and some trimming with this color. So we'll start with this and see how much of a sleeve we can get out of one ball before we start making like trim decisions. Hey everyone, I'm checking in. So I'm gonna be on Sleeve Island for quite a while. I chose half double crochets for this because I wanted it to be fairly solid. I didn't want to do double crochets because it ends up just being nothing for actual warmth. But, and I don't mind being on Sleeve Island normally when I'm making a project. That's where you can just cruise. But since I only have one roll of this and it's getting pretty thin, not too thin, but thin, I need to finish the sleeve to see if I can get to like, because I really want to finish up this neckline. It's triggering me so bad. I'm just going to go around it with some single crochets so that when this folds down it looks like a little collar. It's going to be cute. I actually kind of want to go around the whole thing with the blue, but I don't know how much I'm going to have left. And then the other sleeve is going to be this cool green color. And I will know once I'm done with this sleeve how much of this I actually need. So now I'm kind of just in a waiting game, a little bit of a limbo. Happy with our progress. Also, this always happens. I start dreaming of my next project, and that's why I don't really make too many like big cardigans and stuff, because I don't just crochet for something to do with my hands. I like to design stuff, and for my whole first year of crocheting before my YouTube channel, well, the first 2 years before I made my channel, I would just make stuff and nobody would ever see it, and I would follow ideas for quick spur of the moment thoughts that I had, but I would never finish them. So now I have all these whips. The good thing about this channel is it keeps me accountable to my designs. And like I said, this is going to be more of like hippy dippy hodgepodge, you know, retro vibes sweater. This is not going to be like a premium classic pattern garment, you know what I mean? Like, this is just something fun to do with some yarn I tested. So the next thing that I have in store to make, I'm very excited about. I'm not going to tell you yet. Stay tuned. I'm going to keep going on this sleeve. Need to make at least one sleeve before I could do any detailing. So I'm going to lock in. Actually, I'm going to go to the gym here in a little bit. I've been locked in my house for, what is this, Wednesday? 4 days now. But I've heard that you can make it to the gym on the roadways, according to Justin. So I'm going to go to the gym just to get out of the house, and then we're going to lock in and finish the sleeve. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be done with the sleeve. Hello, we have a little update here, guys. Still on Sleeve Island, but I have faith that we're coming to an end here. I think I'm gonna go maybe another 3 inches, and then I'm gonna have a cuff. And I'd like to do a trim around the neck. Even if I can just do half the trim in this color and half the trim in the green, that would be fine. Good morning. Yeah, we definitely need to do an update because I've been working, I've been cooking. Okay, so I did get the blue sleeve finished. Let me just show y'all what we're cooking. So I'm working on the green sleeve here, and the blue sleeve is done. I also added, here, let me just try it on. Okay, pull my sleeve out. All right, so blue sleeve finished. Okay, so I lined it all the way around with the blue because I had some left over. So this is gonna flap down like this. Just gotta steam it to make it stay. And then we have edging, but I only went to the middle because I'm gonna do this side of the edging green. I got my sleeve finished and a little cuff put on, nothing crazy, just a little, I call it a false cuff because it's not actually ribbed, it's just front post and back post double crochet alternating. So this is where we're at so far. Finishing up this green sleeve, and then I just got to do the border around here. I think I'm gonna do something with the neck, but I'm not sure where we're at yet. What do we think? Cute. Good morning. Time for a progress update. I'm almost off of Sleeve Island for sleeve number 2. So let's take a look here. We actually have a freaking sweater now. Forget about it, right? Okay. We have our one side that's unfinished yet. This side where I put the extra single crochets and the ribbing around the bottom. And we should have a sweater pretty soon. Thank goodness, because this video is ending up being like a 2-weeker.